Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. How are you, Miss Liz?
Happy Sunday. I feel good. I'm alive.
You're
I
well,
ate
being
a
alive.
lot
That's always a good
yesterday.
way to start the day.
I'm alive.
What
Just
happened?
today. But I fell into like a major food coma after all the food that I had yesterday. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I saw
getting
you posting some crazy shit. Were you eating like a banana shaped like a dick? What was that?
No, it was not. It was a banana shaped as a J. I don't know where I don't know what type of dick you be watching, Tony.
No, it was the
But
other one. It
it
was
was a
not that
J.
one.
No,
That one
the
looked
one
like a
before
sex toy.
that, the one before that was a pancake penis. So yes,
Pancake penis. Okay,
I
so
was
see,
eating myself there.
I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. All right.
No, but
Well,
it was
anyways,
it was a pancake.
happy Sunday, everybody. And unfortunately, I guess it's the start of football season. I fucking hate football, by the way. Um,
Why? Because nobody's here. No, I'm just kidding.
so fuck the NFL. Wait, what? What'd you say?
What?
What?
Nothing. I didn't say
Uh, you're
nothing.
you're talking trash
I'm
already.
I'm high as shit, so it's all good.
Okay, well that's all right. That's all right. You can be high as shit. So, anyways, fuck. A lot has happened in the last week. We did our show live last Sunday morning before all the drama and all the shit hit the fan in AEW. Boy, oh boy, do we got a lot of shit to talk about. Liz is saying it was a good week of wrestling. I'm saying it was a good week in wrestling drama because the drama was entertaining for sure. So we'll get into all that. We'll get into all that. So, anyways, it's Sunday. We're coming to you live. It's ATW, All Things Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Twist, or as the screen says, Tony freaking Twist. I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways,
Okay, that's freaking Rollins.
right? But I'm joined by Heel, aka Hollywood Liz.
Hey,
And the
good
shirt that
morning.
she's rocking today, Subway Mania, that's gonna segue right into our guest this morning or this afternoon because he's coming out of Harlem, NYC, New York. We get a lot of guests from New York, right?
Yes. Damn, I think
Well,
I need to
actually,
get out to New York. I need to get out there and link up with everybody because everybody out there feel like I'm the
well, we get
only
a lot of
lone
guests from
wolf.
New York, but then we've gotten a lot of, the wrestling guy store in LA,
Yeah,
Jimmy World Order in LA. So it's usually coast to coast, not really much in between, but I
correct.
don't know.
Oh, let me take a quick second. Shout out to Jimmy's World Order. They're going to be having Candice LeRae today at their store. So go ahead and check them out, y'all. She's going to be there till 3 p.m.
So three.
Yes,
Are
it
you
is
going?
10 a.m. now. I am gonna try to go, but I have a couple things that I gotta do. I have an event that I'm gonna be going to tonight, so it's gonna be a litty titty. So yeah, I have a
Well,
couple things I have to do before I go enjoy the rest of my day.
all right.
So hopefully I can
So
make it.
now that we got a rundown of Liz's schedule for the day, let's go ahead and bring on our guest coming out of New York. He's the founder of Subway Mania and he's going to tell us all about it, Mr. Tim Han Rivera. Good morning.
Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
afternoon in New
man.
York.
Facts. Still morning though. I feel like even though it's one that afternoon, I feel like here it's still morning. So I'm gonna hit you
Well,
with
hey
the good
man.
morning.
Hey, thanks for coming on the show. So, shit, Subway Mania. I caught a lot of this and checking out the videos, and I mean, this shit is crazy. I want to know all about Subway Mania. What kind of, how long you been doing that, and what kind of inspired you to start that? Obviously, a huge wrestling fan, right?
Facts, facts. Nah, yeah. So I got the idea in 2016, I believe. I got like the official WWF belt, the Attitude Era joint. So I was like, yo, like I was already doing comedy skits. So I'm like, yo, like we should do like some funny thing like on the train. Have my boy play the rock. He does the pose, you know what I'm saying, as the rock and on the seat. But then I'm like, nah, like let's actually make this video bigger. Like let's do a promo to it. We did the promo, and then all of a sudden, I went viral, and people were like, yo, where's the match? Where's the match? I'm like, damn, man, a match? I'm not even a wrestler, man. So yeah, not a wrestler. So we had to create a match, and then that went viral. So then, yeah, just from there, I was like, all right, let me just make this a series and come up with different scenarios. You know, do like a Royal Rumble, but on the train. Do a ladder match on the train. Do this, you know, and just switch it up all the time.
So now I've been to New York City, and just on a regular, shit's pretty crazy just walking around. In New York, you see some of the craziest shit, and to most New Yorkers, it's like, hey, it's a fucking Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So you guys doing this stuff on the subway, what were some of the initial reactions from people like when you guys were doing this?
Honestly, it was normal. Like on some of the videos, you could see like you got some people that's like my people that they actually want to come see the show. Like I'm like, you could pull up, but then you got people that's on the train actually going to work or whatever, and it's normal, man. Like there's so much things that happen on the subway that's like worse, scarier. You know what I mean? But a lot of people do enjoy it though. Like it's cool when you see people that don't even know. They be like, "Oh, I seen your videos," but like I seen it once or twice, but I'm actually seeing it live, and they actually join in. And yeah, it's cool, man. It's New York, you know what I'm saying? So it's always something going on, something crazy. It's always a show.
Now, have you had any formal, or have you tried to do any formal training in wrestling, or is this just just kind of fucking around?
So I mean, we actually got me and my boys. We actually got booked for one act, like a real wrestling, like a show. So on a ring. So I was like, all right, let me go take some bumps. Let me go to the gym. They have like a little gym with a ring or whatever. So two of my boys, they're actually really wrestlers. The one that's the referee, and they also play the Dudley Boys. So they was like teaching me, the ropes, and all of that. And it was cool. It was cool. But for the most part, like all the Subway Manias, nah, man, this is all from watching TV, watching wrestling growing up. So we getting the, all of that.
Everything
But
that they tell you not to try at home.
yeah, we don't do it at home. We do it on the subway. So but yeah, yeah, nah, it's the training on the wrestling ring. It was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. Those ropes when you do the Irish whip, joint hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, those ropes, man. I've seen them actually take rings apart and put them together and stuff, and the materials and everything that it's made out of. I mean, people think like it's a trampoline or some shit,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Nah, it hurts, man. I took a bump. I was like, damn, hold on, man. Let me like hold on.
So have you been a lifelong wrestling fan?
Yeah, since I was a kid, man. I'm 26, so I was born in 96. So like I was raised late Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era. So yeah, wrestling has always been part of my life.
That's cool. So being in New York, I would imagine huge WWE fan, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. They had the WWF store. Well, now it's the Hard Rock Cafe. I remember I went inside a couple of times. They had it's just like little cool stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like being a kid, like you remember. Like I remember they had the Andre the Giant hand on the in the store. You put your hand there. This dude's hands is like this big or whatever. And just going to wrestling events, Madison Square Garden during the Ruthless Aggression era. Like I got like some photos that my mom took. On the camera, and it's just like cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout my life, it's just always had cool moments that involved wrestling.
When they get rid of that WWF store, because I actually went to it when I went to New York City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know. That was a minute ago. I don't even remember. I just remember it just from blink of an eye. It was WWF, and then it was Hard Rock. I'm like, damn, right. Hard Rock Cafe, we here.
They used to do a lot of really cool stuff at that WWF store.
Yeah.
Because when I went to New York back in I can't remember. I think it was in 2003. I saw WrestleMania. I saw WrestleMania 20 at Madison Square Garden.
Man, I wanted to go to that one, man. I remember I was in my mom's room, and my mom had called, and it was sold out. My heart, I was like, man.
Then you could blame Tony.
Damn, Tony, you took my ticket, man. I was trying to get nosebleeds.
That was a fun show, man, because most of the WrestleManias they had already started in really big stadiums like football stadiums or baseball stadiums, and when they did it at Madison Square Garden, you only put 20,000 people in there, so it was a lot cooler, a lot more intimate kind of setting for WrestleMania, which was really cool.
Yeah, that's a classic mania, man. Classic mania.
So tell me about Subway Mania, man. Do you guys have like planned kind of things that you guys do, or is it like kind of spur of the moment shit, or you just call everybody kind of calls each other up and be like, hey, we're gonna head to this spot. Tell me
Not
how
yet.
you guys do it.
Everything is planned. So I'm a content creator. I'm a filmmaker. So yeah, like I write everything. I plan everything. Um, I gather the crew together, the filmers. I cast people like, yo, you want to play Kane? You want to play Mankind? Whatever. And yeah, everything is planned. So it's just being that we're filming in the subway. It's not 100% guarantee that I will leave out of there with a video, but it's a risk. But everything else is planned. I can't really plan 100% because of the subway, and I don't know if there's gonna be a delay or whatever. But being a native New Yorker, I kind of already know the ropes around the city and stuff like that. So thank God everything's been coming out the way that I want it to be. Exactly.
Right. What about like the police? Do you guys get harassed by the police? Has anybody ever been arrested?
Nah. There was one time that I think it was Subway Mania 2, the ladder match. Yeah, that one was wild. The cops had came and then they told us, whatever. Like it was cool about it. They knew who we were, but they're like, hey, come on, you guys can't do that here. Come on, you guys know better. You guys can't do that here. And then I was like, yeah, we here. And then like once they left, we went on another train and just resumed. Because like when you playing the video game, you press pause and then you press resume. It was back to square one.
Oh, no,
That's
that's
cool.
crazy. See, I would
Yeah, but
never,
other
we
than
would never
that,
get something like this in LA. Like only in
nah,
New York, man. No, people would be so against it. Like I feel like a lot of people may not enjoy it as much here.
yeah.
So, but damn, that's hella dope. You guys don't get harassed or anything. It's just move along. Just move along.
Nah, yeah, damn, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, I feel like with New York, this like you could just get away with so much. Like being born and raised here, like it's just like stuff like that, like doing a wrestling match. And I'm like, okay, like yeah, I'll just bring a table and a ladder on the train. Like that's okay, whatever. Like I mean, you can't do
That's
that,
okay.
but it's like we do it. It's just growing up like that. You just know, like yeah, nah, like I know what to do, what not to do. But then, yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be able to get away with that anywhere else in the world. Just New York.
Proud. And I know you guys have the upcoming event soon, right?
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
having a
Next
Cutman
week.
show. You're gonna be filming soon next week.
Yeah, we filming in the Bronx. We doing Sting and Undertaker. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited about that. I got a casket in my crib actually. It's like right there. I wish I could show you, but yeah, shout out to my mom for letting me keep that in the house. But yeah, now we doing a whole casket match. And we're doing it in a venue called Bronxlandia in the Bronx. So it's gonna be really dope. It's like for the culture. We in the Bronx doing something crazy, and Sting and Undertaker. So we're not the real Sting and Undertaker, but this is the closest we're gonna get.
So
And I
are you
seen.
guys?
Okay,
Oh,
go
what?
ahead.
No, it's all right. So tell us a little bit more about that. So is there actual like tickets being sold for this?
No, this is a free event. So all the events that I do is free. I feel like just for the people, you know what I'm saying? Like to get to experience it. This event, yeah, it's free. It's indoors. It's at a really dope spot. Like it's from what the owner told me, it was an abandoned train station. Then it was like a
Whoa.
strip club, and then it's just so dope. Like it's like an art space for the community. So they're letting us use it, and yeah, we're bringing in a casket. But yeah, it's a free event, man, for the public. So I'm really excited. It's like really it's near this Fat Joe mural. So we really like we in Hunts Point with it. Like we outside. So we inside, but we outside.
Yep.
Well, speaking of like somebody like Fat Joe, or there's so many people that come out of New York. Have you got the attention of anybody like I don't know any celebrities and they're hitting you up, talking to you about Subway Mania?
Yeah, damn. Now yeah, definitely people show love. Like I mean, we did the Yams Day with ASAP Rocky, the whole ASAP mob. That was the West Side Gun, Griselda. They brought us on tour, to do like
Oh, I
like a
don't
little
remember that.
intermission wrestling match. Yeah, that was dope. West Side Gun is awesome. And then yeah, like like we got like rappers too, like from here that show love. Is I feel like it's cool. Like at this point, like people already know like who we are, and yeah, like it's just really cool. Like we're part of like the New York scene. Like you know what I'm saying. We're not like hip hop artists and that, but they be like, oh, the Subway Wrestlers, that's New York. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. We've been getting a lot of cosigns and love from people.
Well,
Man,
that's
that's hella
cool.
dope. That's hella dope.
Yeah.
See, the one thing I want to talk about is your video where you come out. Where the hell did y'all get a lowrider and get that perfect shot of you and Eddie Guerrero, like, dressed as Eddie Guerrero? Because that is hella wild, bro.
Yeah, nah. So like, my basically, he's family to me. He's dad family, but he's part of this car club called the Chicanos Car Club. So I had that idea, yo, no lie, I had that idea for like 4 years, like literally before I shot Subway Mania, or probably it was probably the first Subway Mania. Like I was like, yo, I would like to do a lowrider scene like Eddie Guerrero. So I had that for a minute, and then 2020, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, Tito, like, what's up? You trying to do the Eddie Guerrero? You bring out the lowriders? He's like, yeah, let's do it. So he brought out like 2 lowriders. He brought his people, and we shot it on my block. So uh, there's different areas on my block. You got like Puerto Ricans, whatever. So there's this one area, 116, that is like it's like Mexico, little Mexico. They have Mexican community. So they brought the lowriders out there. So it was dope, man. We was getting a lot of love. It was like 19 degrees that day, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was cold, but it was it was a dope. That was a dope scene. At least for me, like that was for me. That was fun creating that entrance and editing it all together, and a lot of people enjoyed that. So, and Eddie Guerrero was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. So, um, like I'm glad I was able to do that entrance. You know.
Would you say that's one of your top ones? Because I know you guys have like amazing skits and like everything, but would you say that's your top one, or what would be like the top moment of Subway Mania or Tin Han?
Yeah. I don't. Damn. I don't. Damn, I don't know. The Eddie Guerrero, yeah, like I got like different like moments, but the Eddie Guerrero, like just the entrance itself was that gotta be that gotta be a top one. Another top one was the Helen Harlem one that we did in the schoolyard. That one was fire because I didn't expect that one to be like for people to come like that and the match to be like that good. Like people still tell me, yo, like that wrestling match. And I'm like, damn, like we really pulled that one out. So but yeah, nah, there's a lot of little moments. The Yams Day doing it with ASAP Rocky, like that one was fire too. Like I got like a lot of little moments. Oh, collabing with Bret Hart, like that one is like that's like the top right there. Like that one was dope.
And is
So
that's kind of how when you just was that when like your big blow up when you actually dressed as Brett? Because I know that blew the hell up.
yeah.
That
Once I did that video, that dance video dressed as Bret, yeah, like that went viral and people was Complex posted it, Bret Hart posted it on his page, and then yeah, like I don't know, it was great, it was awesome, and then that blew up like late December 2018, and then 2020 before the pandemic, Bret did a signing here in New York, and we organized it like yo, like when you finish, like we could do a quick skit. We knocked that out, and yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, damn, Bret Hart. Like I had your WCW figures when I was a kid. I was hyped.
no, that's hella dope. Especially as a wrestling fan, longtime wrestling fan, being
Yeah,
able
like little moments
to
like
just
that.
feel
I'm
that
like,
dope. Yeah.
damn, chilling with Bret Hart, like organizing a skit with him. That's crazy.
And I know it's all all cool and everything. Just showing the pretty side of it on Instagram. Has there been points where you're just kind of like, is it worth me still going on? Things like, 'cause I know you have a lot of people messaging you, looking forward to your following event or your following, match or your following video. But has there been moments where you're just kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this?
I mean, I feel like as a creator, like there's always that thought, like, damn, like um 10 years from now, whatever. But I don't know. But lately, the way I've been living, like I don't really care. I'm having fun. With this pandemic that happened, man, everything could stop in the blink of an eye. So I'm living, I'm chilling, I'm having a good time, and I'm creating moments for myself. You know what I mean? So whatever the wave takes. And I'm a creator, so I'm always reinventing myself. So I'm not really worried about that, as much.
What about taking Subway Mania on the road?
Yeah,
I've been telling him.
Yeah, nah, facts. Nah, yeah, people been saying, but I'm like, bro, like if I get arrested, that's crazy. Like
you paid my ticket. You belling me
word,
out.
like I don't know the LA subway. See, I got a subway in LA. I feel like I do, right?
Yes, no. Most of them are
But
above
nobody
ground.
rides it, though.
Some are underground, like how
Yeah.
you guys have it in New York, but not all of them. Most of them are above ground.
That's what I'm saying. So if I get locked up, it's like I'm gonna be in the hell in a
And
cell.
they show up quick. I'm just gonna say that they show up quick.
Yeah, nah, I would really be in a hell in a cell in LA.
You gotta go to like Chicago or Philly, man, where they got other subways.
Nah, yeah, I only been to Chicago once, and that was like for one of the West Side Gun Show when I was on, but it was like for a couple of hours. But yeah, I gotta really be on my traveling stuff because I never been to Philly, I never been to Chicago, but yeah, let's see, man, let's see.
But above everything with sorry, I just want to ask one more question. I know you have Uptown Shots, the Fire Station Studio. Can you tell us just a little about that? I know you posted it early August that you're working with a studio. Is this your studio specifically that you have like where people are able to book?
No, it's not my studio. It's my boy Lance. But yeah, people can book it. It's a really like dope studio. Like, and I'm not just saying that because like I go there. Like, it's a really dope studio. They got 2 floors. Whether you want to be like an artist, like a music artist, or you want to create a short film, or you want to just create like content for your you want to be a model or whatever. Uptown Shots is so dope, and they literally build the set. So like, if you got like an idea to be, I don't know, royalty or whatever, they have like that king, queen type of style. They'll literally from scratch make everything on set. And with the lighting too, I didn't even know lighting played a huge, like I know lighting played a big role, but it plays a huge role. And like Lance knows so much about lighting. Like I'm learning, like going there, I'm learning about lighting and stuff like that. So yeah, Uptown Shots, I've been working with them, and yeah, anybody could book. You don't gotta just be in New York. Like if you come to New York for a week and you want to get some content in a fire studio, I highly suggest going to Uptown Shots.
So hey, tell our audience real quick, plug the show that's coming up again, like what's the date and all that, and then tell everybody where you at, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, all formats. Where can we find
I gotta create a Twitch. I'm thinking about it, but so this Sunday, September 18th, we are in the Bronx, New York, Hunts Point, in a venue, not in the subway. We had a venue buried in the Bronx. Sting versus Undertaker. We bringing dreams to reality with this match. And follow me on Instagram at Tim Han Rivera, TimHannRivera. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Tim Han Rivera, man. We lit.
Well, that's awesome, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show. Can you hang out for a little bit? We're just gonna kind of shoot the shit and talk about the week and wrestling if you got time.
Yeah. I'm chilling. We here. Let's talk about it, man. I'm here for it.
So this was one hell of a week. In the last 7 days since last Sunday night, had AEW All Out. No one's even talking about the fucking show. Everybody's just talking about what happened after the show. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it because more and more news keeps coming out about this shit. And the more that I hear about it, the more it sounds like a fucking work. And it sounds like we're getting worked right now. So Liz, I know you're a little high, but I want to hear your thoughts.
I love it. And I have been saying it all goddamn week. I love this shit. It's entertaining. It isn't. Wrestling is doing what it's supposed to be doing, entertaining. Whether it's fucking goddamn personal or it's not personal, because it's been like that for years. But I mean, honestly, like I'm a CM Punk fan. I like CM Punk. I'm all with the elite, everything. I don't care what they have in their personal life. I am here for, the company of wrestling, whatever it was. They had all great matches. What happened there? I was like, I can't agree to disagree because there's certain truths to what his statement was. But the way that he went off about it, maybe it was a little bit stepping over the toes of Tony Khan, and that's his fault. but it's fucking entertaining for me. I had fun watching it. I had fun with all the fucking goddamn memes. So I'm here for it. We all love a novela, so that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, shit, it sucks. Hopefully, I hope it's a work so that because people are it's getting people to talk about it. It's getting people to just only speak on this. Um, we had MJF return. One of the most like his return was like a little, at least for me, like I would have been there. I would have gotten a little bit of goosebumps because this dude, we've been anticipating his fucking return, and the way that he returned was fucking great. Too bad a lot of people didn't talk about it, and we
Nobody's talking about it.
But nobody's talking about it. But he came out. I have rewatched his freaking goddamn entrance or his return so many times, and I'm like, damn, dude, like he had a legit fucking dope return, a huge pop. Like this was insane, and for CM Punk to take that shine, like that shit must have like I don't know, but apparently he was planning it for weeks. It's coming out that he's been planning this rant for weeks. Who knows how long? He was probably waiting until the day that they told him that he probably had to get rid of the title. But of course, CM Punk doesn't lose in Chicago, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was just a little bit too comfortable in his hometown. But he got to stay home for the week and think about his actions because I don't. This guy he's something else. Like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his wrestling. Like I've been saying, he wasn't gonna come back to be a new Punk. He just came back to be the same Punk. It's more open to a lot of people are more open to talk about it of how he is backstage, and maybe it is true, maybe it's not true. But like I'm saying, it's entertaining and I love it. Yeah.
Well, before I get into my take, because I'm about to give my take, I've been waiting all week. But shout out to Circle of Debate. Circle Debate saying what's up. They're saying they're giving a big shout out to Tim Han Rivera. They're big fans.
Shout out to you, Circle of Debate, man. Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
So I want to give my take, but Tim, I would love to hear what you got to say about this, man. What's your thoughts? Are you an AEW fan? Do you watch AEW? Fuck AEW. What are your thoughts?
I'm actually going to AEW Grand Slam on when is it, the 21st? But CM Punk.
How do I know more than you? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. See, I just forgot. I'm like, wait, 19. I ain't gonna lie, CM Punk. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. I've never been a fan of CM Punk. And CM Punk. I don't know, man. Like he's. I'm not gonna lie, he's a good wrestler, but it's just I'm not a fan. I don't even know if that whole thing was real or not or whatever. To me, it looked real, but like Liz said, it's like a novela. It is interesting, but yeah, man, I'm not a fan of CM Punk, man. We gonna leave it like that.
Since you're not a fan, what was your take on it? Because a lot of people, everybody has an intake on it, on how he went off about things. So as not being a CM Punk fan, because I'm a CM Punk fan, but I enjoyed the shit out of this because I'm a fan of both sides. Of every single person that was in the situation, except for HCO, because I have no idea who the fuck he is. But everyone else I'm a fan of. So you not being a fan of CM Punk, did you think that he went off about it the right way? Do you think he has facts on it? I know you have an intake. Was it annoying? Was it like you should have done this somewhere else? Like what is your intake on it?
From a ratings side, I feel like that went viral. You know what I mean? Like that brought ratings up crazy, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? If it is 100% true, I feel like I feel like it's fucked up. I could curse.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
This is not a family show.
Yeah. I feel like it's fucked. Oh, that I didn't even.
Yeah, she's fucking smoking a joint, getting high on camera.
Yeah, I'm crying. I feel like it's fucked up. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like if it's real, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he's just. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of CM Punk, man. I don't really get the hype, man. I got like homies that feel like, yo, CM Punk is God, and I'm like,
don't see
bro,
that.
Like, bro, come on, man. Come on.
He's not even like in top 10 all time. CM
bro, my boy Dad put CM Punk in his top 10. I'm like, bro, you know how many wrestlers they are, and you put CM Punk in your top 10, bro? That's crazy.
No, I mean, the dude never headlined a WrestleMania, so he automatically he's not in any top 10.
I'm putting
Well, you
Steve
don't necessarily
Blackman.
need to headline WrestleMania to be in somebody's top.
Bro,
I
I'm
I
had
mean,
putting
some
you're
Steve
gonna
top
be
Blackman.
wrestlers.
if you're gonna be considered all-time great, you got to headline
Okay,
at least one WrestleMania.
okay, but some people don't make it out to WWE, but they make it great in Japan or any other promotion.
Yeah, but I
I
don't know.
like
Just
I
saying.
like Kenny
But
Omega.
anyway,
Kenny Omega
so
is better.
yes, Kenny Omega. See, Kenny Omega is great. He has not main event in a WrestleMania. That doesn't make him not great. Just saying.
Yeah, nah,
At
but
the end of the
CM
day,
Punk, I'm
Tony
good,
Khan
man.
needs to structure AEW. He needs to have someone control the asylum. He needs
You
to
don't
have
need to
someone
read
to
it out
control the
loud.
promotion matches. Yes, yes, I do agree with that. I agree. Tony Khan lost control in the fact it's because the thing is that how would he have reacted in that way? Would he have been like, "Oh, shut the fuck up and go to the back"? Like he wasn't gonna be rude like that either. He was just like, you know what, just say
Yeah,
what the fuck you're gonna say, and we're gonna handle this shit in the back. So I
No,
feel
no,
like
you know what he could have done? He
there,
could have did. I'm ready to give my take.
you can't control what somebody's gonna say because they could have like had a game plan like, okay, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna talk good things, blah 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 blah, and then we go out there and then you can say something completely fucking different. Tony Khan could have never controlled that situation. No matter how much we think that he could have controlled it, Vince McMahon in a way, yes, because this dude is hella intimidating and everybody knows that. But we all know Tony Khan is not intimidating, which brings us to the point of why people step on his toes. But still, at the end of the day, this dude is signing your fucking checks. Why the fuck would you disrespect somebody and the company, that's writing your fucking goddamn
yeah,
checks? Like, but at the same time, it's like if you are trying to prove a point over and over and over again, and this person's not listening, like, oh, certain points that were on within what he said, then of course he probably was just like, you know what, this is the last fucking straw, and I'm just gonna fucking let it out. Maybe this is how you'll listen to me. Who knows what the fuck happened in these last couple months, since last year, since Punk has been here. But like I said, it's all drama, it's all good, it's all fun and games, and I love it. I mean, I'm having fun. But okay, come on, tell us what the truth. What do you really, 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 really think, Mr. Tony? Because you have been holding this on all week.
All right. So here we go. So if this is a story, if we're getting fucking worked, which I think we are, this might be one of the greatest. This might be one of the greatest storylines ever. And the reason why is because when it comes to wrestling and good wrestling storytelling, when you blur the line of reality and wrestling, and you're like, well, wait, shit, is this fucking real? Is this really happening? Like when you start questioning things, that just makes it that much more interesting, right?
Yes, yes.
But on the flip side, if this is not a work and this shit is real, then Tony Khan has lost all control of his fucking company, and the dude should fire himself. To be honest,
not all control. You can't blame 5 people out of like a 200 people roster.
Well, all right, so here we go. So now I'm starting to think this is a fucking a work. It's a story because there's reports coming out saying, oh, CM Punk had this press conference planned for a couple weeks, and just everything that's just kind of leading up to it. It just seems like it's making you wonder. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is a story, right? And then MJF comes back at All Out. Nobody's talking about this dude, but then he cuts a really good promo on Dynamite, and he's like, well, shit, maybe I'll take this championship to a real wrestling company with real fans. Like he's really pushing that, like, hey, I'm still not fucking staying here, and I'm going to WWE when my contract's up, right? So MJF is great. This guy is gonna be one day. He's gonna be huge. He's gonna be a mega superstar. As far as CM Punk goes, I'm a CM Punk fan. I like CM Punk. I've been waiting a year for him to really have a title run, which he has not. He won the title. He got hurt. He won the title again. Now they're saying, maybe he got hurt in this backstage fight. But then the news came out that he actually got hurt during that match with Moxley, right?
Damn.
So I mean, nobody knows. If it's work, if it's a shoot, if it's true, if it's not. But if anything, it's got you talking about AEW. It's got
I love
something
it.
about CM Punk.
It's viral.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, you can say what you want about Tony Khan if his all his employees are basically, walking all over him. That might be true, but if this is a story, this could be one of the best stories maybe ever told, and we'll see how it kind of plays out. They got the Grand Slam event coming up in New York. I don't know.
I'm hype about that. The last Grand Slam I went to was crazy. Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan. I ain't gonna lie, that gotta be the best wrestling event that I went to. Like, so I'm looking forward to this AEW. It's gonna be fire. But I'm telling you, Omega not gonna be there, like, because they say he got suspended. I'm like, damn.
I know.
They suspended the Bucks. They suspended Omega, and then now a story just came out yesterday said that the Young Bucks were putting out feelers to WWE about maybe coming there in 2024. So it's like, I think there's just a lot of information that's just kind of being thrown out there to kind of maybe throw people off and be like, I don't know. When you start questioning, I don't know what's real and I don't know what's fake, then that's good television. That's good.
Right?
That's entertainment.
You know what I've been saying, and it's like since Triple H, I'm gonna call it now. AEW and WWE are working together. I'm gonna call it now. They're gonna come out.
I can see that happening.
We're gonna come to find out that Triple H and Tony Khan have been working together, because all of these little blogs are kind of like coincidentally falling into place. And it's I don't know, maybe it's just trying to work us up that they're, like I've been saying, the wrestling is one huge big family. Like a lot of these people, yes, some of them hate each other, but not all of them. A lot of them are all still friends. A lot of them, they have husbands and wives like in other promotions, things like this. But these two companies are so big and they can make so much money working together, or even putting on a show that they're working very well against each other. So I don't know.
AEW invade.
I feel like all of this is kind of starting to fall into place now, or coincidentally being put out there on like, I'm going to that other promotion well after Vince has been gone. Now it's been since Triple H has been there, because none of this has been mentioned in the last 3-4 years of them even considering going to the other company or even naming that other company. They bashed it, but they've never claimed to be like, oh, you know what? Well, I'm going to leave here and go over there. Like, little teaser type shit. So I feel like right now they're doing a little work where they're trying to make wrestling very, very intriguing, and you want to be there for both brands. And then bam, next thing you know, we got crossover episodes. Yes. Listen, I'm high.
I mean, I don't see that happen. It sounds like
yeah.
I'm in another multi-universe right now, but that is my intake. I'm calling it now. It is September 11th, 2022.
Nah, facts. Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go to Home Depot to get some tables for this match, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta get ready, man.
It's all good, man. Well, hey, go ahead one more time. Tell our audience where to find you.
Yo, Tim Han Rivera, TimHannRivera, or just look up Subway Mania. I'll pop up. And yeah, man, hit me up, man. We here. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all for having me on the show. Y'all lit. Keep doing your thing, y'all. Thank y'all.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. Have a good Sunday.
Yo, you too, y'all. Take care.
Thank you. Well, that was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, in your alternate universe over there, you're thinking
they are working together at this point. Yes. At this point, they have had.
I also have a very outrageous theory as well. So if you got a crazy theory about them working together, I have a crazier theory that, way back in the day, a lot of people thought that Vince McMahon actually sent Kevin Nash and Scott Hall to WCW to fucking take them under, right? And eventually, that's kind of what happened. WCW did end up going under and getting bought by Vince McMahon. What if they sent CM Punk to AEW to destroy AEW?
Because CM Punk was literally working with not with WWE, but he was working with some freaking media play spot, whatever. And this dude ended up showing up to their show, and they said it on the show. WWE didn't hire you, he got brought in through the media, whatever. And I was like,
right, you're talking about that show that was on Fox.
Yeah, something like that. I forgot what show that was, but I remember that.
Fox
I
Sports.
something, yeah, something like that. It was some talk show shit. But yes,
Yeah.
that one. But damn, that would be crazy, bro, if he did that. But honestly, I would like to see them work together. They would be way better for everybody in the universe. Just saying.
It's not gonna happen. I'll tell you right now,
Peace
it's
and
not happening.
love, man. Well, they all need to smoke weed and just peace and love, bro.
Everybody
Peace and
should.
love.
Everybody should.
Just like I would just give a joint to Triple H and I'll give a joint to Tony Khan. Sit them in the same room, and then
Tony
we'll
Khan,
just
you
bring
got to
it.
give him a bag of coke.
And
That
then,
motherfucker's
boy,
coked up.
we're trying to relax the dude, not. We're
He's
trying
like
to
Tony
relax
Montana.
him. Like los queremos calmar a los dos, no, no los queremos alterar.
Hey, we
So
don't
yeah,
have subtitles for our
saying that Vince met
non speakers.
Turner, and Turner told Vince, "I'm in the wrestling business," and Vince told, "Man, there's a lot of he said she said." Told him in the entertainment business, and they go to a private meeting after. Well, you know what they do in private meetings with Vince McMahon. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that was only with women
Too
though, not
soon?
with dudes.
Too soon?
Nah, it's not too soon. You put yourself out there like that, you're gonna get some talked about you.
Bro,
But anyways,
the weed
so
is hitting.
it was a crazy ass week though. Like people were
It
still talking
is,
about that shit.
but it's a good week, man. Wrestling is getting so. It was already like we were already at the point where we're saying it's the best time to be a wrestling fan because of how many promotions we have, how many amazing wrestlers. Like you can't just agree with one wrestler being, being great right now. There's so many great wrestlers right now. So, but with this, like just how alive WWE is starting to feel again. Like you're starting to feel that I like you're interested, you want to know what's going to happen next week type feeling, not, oh, it's another week, another show. And then with AEW's drama, because, AEW's they've been around for 3-4 weeks, and for them to not have something like this blow up even sooner because of how many people tend to have, like, have, a, have their opportunities to be able to voice their opinions, I would say. That this hasn't happened sooner. So it's kind of like I don't know. That's what I'm keep saying. All of this is coincidentally all falling into like into line, where wrestling is just it's. I'm just calling it. They're gonna end up working together. I'm just saying. Peace and love,
I
y'all.
think it's
Peace
just
and love.
I think it's just
I
really
think
hot.
I think RBD needs to go to both shows and just smoke the shit out of everybody and just
Yeah.
fuck it.
Fuck
Just be
it.
friends, y'all. Just be friends.
So in
Talking
other
about
news,
the girl that's name is Heel, right?
right? So in other news, what do you think about Braun Strowman coming back? Is that
Damn.
tickling your fancy or not really?
No, I like Braun Strowman, but I'm not like super crazy about him. But I'm excited for him. With Triple H in charge, I can definitely see him having a different run. Um, the ability of being able to build him and keep him up with all the big guys, like with Roman, Drew McIntyre, like So I think it's gonna be good for him to be back at the time that he is. And if this doesn't work, then what the fuck will? At this point, just saying.
I mean, I don't
But
I
but
don't I don't know
he
who's
looks
gonna be
like he
fucking
looks
reign.
very well, huh?
I just
No,
like
I'm saying
I understand they're
I'm
bringing him
not.
back,
No,
but
I'm not
Roman.
comparing him to Roman Reigns. But I'm
No,
saying
no, no,
he's
no.
able to stay up there with those guys in those type
Right.
of matches because he's so big. Like this dude is a big guy. He's gonna be up there with Bobby Lashley. He's gonna be up there with all these. Like he's gonna be noticed and he's gonna be put out there to be noticed as a big dominant dude. Whereas before they would just have him on here and there, and then they eventually tagged him with like the smallest girl in the roster. Alexa Bliss when they did that mixed tag team tournament thing challenge stuff that was going on. I don't know what the
Right.
hell it was called, but honestly, no, he can be a monster. I just hope that he is used properly. I still think that Bray Wyatt is gonna come back now. Definitely see that. because you know he changed his
I don't
bio
think
to
so.
giant killer. So hello, he knew. He called them up like, "Hey, homie, I'm about to debut. I'll be back. I know you probably seen it all over social media because it was all over social media before he even returned." So he called his homie and he told him, and he's like, "All right, for sure, I'll be there." So I'm pretty sure Bray Wyatt is on his way.
Think so. But when are they? When
That's
are
how
they
that conversation went.
debut him?
Oh,
But
you
when do you
mean
think they'll debut Bray Wyatt?
Extreme Rules? No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Not
is he
Extreme
coming back as Bray Wyatt, or is he going to be the Fiend, or are they done with that?
Dude, I really hope the Fiend comes back, but I don't know. I've I've seen a couple different things about how Bray got during that time, so it's kind of like scary.
Hmm.
But the Fiend would be dope to have back, especially with Triple H. I can definitely see it getting a little bit more edgy because Bray Wyatt was already like this dude was a whole different character of what they've had. So I think with Triple H, just adding a little bit of the sauce, I think they can definitely make that great. But the thing is that I feel like the Fiend worked out during the pandemic era because there was no crowd there. A lot of the stuff happened pre-recorded, edited, and stuff like that. So I feel like it really like that John Cena match that he had. All of that was all edited. Like it didn't. Obviously, John Cena didn't change in like 2.5 seconds, and then like okay, let's continue. So I feel like that really worked out because of the pandemic era. So I don't know. Like I have mixed emotions about the theme returning, but we could do it. We could do it.
Yeah.
I can see this happening. But
So who do we really see taking the titles from Roman?
I don't know. I honestly can't answer that question. Who do you see taking that title? 'Cause I really don't know. This dude is dominating, and I've been seeing that he's not trying to let it go. I've seen the reports that Triple H trying to turn him babyface, which is like the wrong fucking thing to do. You cannot fix something that's not broken. Um, who do you think should take those titles? Because this dude is going on to, oh, well, he already has over 1,000 days without being pinned.
I probably don't see him dropping it until WrestleMania next year.
To who? Definitely not The Rock.
No, it's going to be Cody Rhodes.
Cody. So you don't think
Cody's
we're gonna
going to
have
be
Rock and Roman at Mania?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they keep talking and talking and talking. I just don't see it happening.
I don't. Especially with
Do we
Cody.
really want to see The
I think
Rock
Cody
take
could.
reigns for what
No.
though?
Well, I do. Well, I mean, I want to see it, but for a title, no. But would I rather see Cody versus Roman for a title match? Yes, I would
Yeah.
prefer to see that. But I think Cody being injured just pushed their timeline so much that I don't think we're gonna get that match anymore. But who knows? We'll see. But
Well,
I would be all for it. I mean, I'm gonna be there, so I really don't care what match I get, whether it's Roman and Cody or if it's Roman and The Rock. Whichever one it is, it's gonna be electrifying.
yeah. No pun intended. Electrified.
No pun intended.
Well, yeah, I don't know. So let's see what happens this week. Monday Night Raw is an interesting show again. SmackDown was pretty good this past Friday. I'm curious to see who do you think is going to go. So for this title tournament they got going on for AEW, who do you see winning it?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm rooting for everyone. I don't think I'm. I it sucks that Moxley got it taken away by Punk. Um, but if Moxley were to win this, it would have just been like, well, you shouldn't have even done the fucking tournament at this point. Like you should have just had somebody just go up against, you know, whoever was the next person after Moxley, them go against each other. So Danielson would, yes. I definitely agree. He would be great. Who knows how it would I would probably see that maybe because Moxley was supposed to take that vacation that he was talking about.
Right.
So I don't think Moxley would be it, but if he is, then that's how I would feel that it would be seen like, well, why the fuck do we have this tournament? So I don't think it's gonna be Moxley, but definitely anybody else. I don't think me personally, I don't think it's gonna be Darby. Um, I don't know why. He just doesn't have the hype right now. And I'm afraid to say that, but he just doesn't have that hype right now that would maybe he could get the hype back being AEW champion, but I don't think he has it right now to get that push. So that's who I don't think is gonna take it, and who I want to take it. I don't know anybody take it, but who do you think is gonna take it? Let me guess.
I'm not, with AEW, I can't. It's hard to really call shit, so I'm not sure. But Bryan Danielson has been probably one of my favorite wrestlers for many, many years. I think Bryan Danielson, hands down, is the best in the world right now. And I think AEW, if you go back to that Kenny Omega match with him, I think that would have been a great time to make him champ. But I guess if you had to build him up for like a year, but then he got hurt and this and that, if he can stay healthy, I would really love to see a championship run with him because I think he's phenomenal. Circle Debate says MJF needs to take it off a top star and Danielson being the champ. I would really like that feud. I think the Bryan Danielson MJF feud would be huge. That would be fucking gold.
Oh hell yeah! This dude would be so grimy on Danielson. I would love it. I'm all for it. Holy shit! Damn! If I were to see MJF versus Danielson in a feud, these dudes would get nasty. One would get nasty in the ring, of course. Like Danielson is this man. I would not want to be in the other end of this dude's kicks, chops, anything. But MJF, I would not want to be on the other side receiving all his, his promos, because that dude could get personal. So I would be all for it for that. I definitely do think because he has that chip, I think he's gonna hold on to it for a bit. I don't think he's gonna cash it or use it in right away. I think he's gonna hold on for a bit because it's definitely something that can still keep him on top and can keep that attention and light on him just a little bit longer as he just returned. So I don't think he's going to be cashing it or using it anytime soon. And he's not right now. But
yeah,
I'm excited. Damn, MJF, he really. I think with all these main dudes having their beef and then being out of the picture, we can have like a little solid like spotlight on MJF. For the time being and stuff. We have other solid, great stars, but I still think that he's gonna have his spotlight and it wasn't taken away. And without CM Punk on the show, I think MJF probably wouldn't have gotten as much time. So right. I'm all for it.
Well, and on that note, I think that's gonna do it for us today. Liz is gonna take us out with some dancing. Yeah, she's dancing. So what do you got going on the rest of the day?
I'm gonna try to see if I can make Jimmy's World Order. They're gonna have Candice LeRae. If I go, then I have met 3 out of the 5 people in the way. We're just missing Indy and Austin Theory. But I'm really gonna try to go because, like I said, I have to do because I have an event that I have to go to today. I'm gonna be at Pico Rivera Sports Arena, so I'm gonna be at a Mexican event today. So it's not really wrestling related today. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna be head of Litty Titties, so it's gonna be all of my stories.
And big shout out to Circle Debate. They were in the mix in the chat today. So hey, Circle Debate, love you guys. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for showing the love. Well, hey, that's gonna do it for us today. That's gonna wrap it up on this lovely Sunday. And I'm gonna go relax.
Me too. I'm gonna finish my joint.
There you go. All right. Well, hey, I am your host, Tony Twist, as always, joined by Miss Heel Liz. This is ATW All Things Wrestling Podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Download us on Apple Podcasts if you want to just hear the audio portion. But then you're gonna miss Liz dancing. So make sure you're watching us on YouTube, sharing it, subscribing it, liking it, telling everybody all about it. Hey, I'm your host, Tony Twist, ATW All Things Wrestling, and we're out of here.